All right. So let's look at how to find the mode of a data set. So the thing you need to remember about mode, and I'm going to write this down at the bottom here, is mode means most. And you can remember that because it sounds like it, right? Mode, most, mo, right? We got some alliteration going on there. So mode means the number that shows up the most in a set of data. Now, a data set can have no mode, which means that, each number shows up only once, right? Or it can have multiple modes. You can have a data set that has 2, 3, 4 modes. It doesn't happen a lot, but if you have a very large set of data, it's very likely that you're going to have more than one mode. So in this particular set of data, it says the following list gives the number of siblings, in other words, brothers and sisters, for each of 10 students. It gives you a list of numbers, right? And find the modes of this data set. So like student 1 has one sibling, student 2 has one sibling, right? You get the idea. So if we're going to find the mode, we want to see which number shows up the most, all right? So what you don't have to do this way, but one way you can do this, all right? There's a couple of different ways, all right? So the first way is rewrite this, and I wrote it originally like how it is, and let's rewrite it so that all the numbers are in order. So we got 1, 1, cross them off. We got another 1 right there. Got a 1 there, and then I'm going to put my 2 next. All right, and then we got a 3, and then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 fours, right? And I didn't write my 3 down, did I? My 3 gets put right in here. And so if you look at this, okay, I know 2 and 3 aren't going to be the modes because there's only one of each of them, but I have a total of 4 1s, and then I have a total of 4 4s. So in this case, I have 2 modes, right? I have 1 and I have 4. So what it says is if there is more than one mode, write them separated by commas. So I've got the number 1 and I've got the number 4. So I'm going to go 1, comma, 4. And then hopefully we're in good shape. And let's check it and see if it likes our answer. And it does. So let's try one more and see how we're doing with this. Okay, so let's get rid of all this nonsense and we'll work on this together at the same time. All right, here's the number of children in 15 elementary school classes. All right, so we've got 15 different numbers. Find the modes of the data set. When you have this going on, it's really helpful to write this out. Okay, so what I usually do is I look for the smallest number, right? And so I'm looking at this and I see 16 is the smallest number. And you go from left to right. So we've got 1 right there, that's the 4th number. And then I go over and then just to the right of that 19, there's 2 of them. So there's 2 more right there. So 16, 16, 16. And then there's 1 on the end. So I got 4 16s. Now, how many 17s do we have? And I'm looking at this and I just see 1 17. So we got a 17 there. How many 18s do we have? We've got 1, 2, and it just looks like 2 18s. All right, so I know 17 is not going to be my mode, and 18 is definitely not going to be my mode. All right, so now let's look at 19. And for 19, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 19s. All right, so 19, 19, 19, 19. I'm trying to separate them a little so they don't all look like, a big giant number. And then you have 20. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 20s. Okay, so the next thing I do is I know that I'm supposed to have 15 of these. So let's count and see how many we have. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right, now we know 17 and 18 aren't going to be the mode, right? Because there's only one 17, so it won't be that one. And then there's these 2 18s. Well, they're not going to be the modes. And it looks like we've got 4 16s. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 19s. And there's 4 20s. So in this case, we have 3 modes. Okay, they're the numbers that show up the most. So let's go with that. All right, so we got 16, comma, 19, and 20. And so when you write the mode down, you don't have to worry about how many times it shows up, right? You just need to worry about what that specific number is. And you check it, and well done, guys. All right, so good luck with this topic, and I hope this was helpful.